dico, sta proprio bene quella presa d'aria. Dopo vado a comprare quell'altra.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second and 11 now. Jackson, open man, he's got it, the tight end Hockenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch one. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the first down. About the 38.
Ready. Continue running. Here we go, D. Tie that left. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Check. Lucky. Watch that.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
See?
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit. 56. 80 weapon. I'm trying to collect. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go.
2nd and 13. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Check 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Ready to go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, tight.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6-6, bullet high.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
This is Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
right, ready? 10 Lobo. Check 56. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Now back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play.
Arrivo,
Now, it's all for naught.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Eh?
Check, 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 check. Protein spill. Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Ready, ready.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Sì, grazie, G.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Grazie.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's a run with Delage. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 60 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Hines. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a catch made by Hopkins. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They run with Hines. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 saw. 56.
Now it's Hines. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 99. General West. Hey.
Here's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Watch right, we got right. Don't get nervous.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field. Offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
third down. Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, they're working on it for a little bit. On first down, it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it. Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Bound to lose one. Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Blue draw quarters.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
I got that.
2nd and 10. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Ready?
56. Mike's 56. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
The 26-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Jackson, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll make it 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
And watch the leg.
So mic number one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
14 moving. See? Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one.
Here's Jackson to throw. Jordan Reed has it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He got 29 yards that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike's 56.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check three.
Topper.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. 90 Wolf. 25. Recon, 132 fighter.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it. The 24-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Switch.
Second and 5. The catch made by Hopkins. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, Hines. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Watch twist.
6-6, pull it high.
They run again with Hines. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Safety gator.
6, right there, 56. Watch the run.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Big shot. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Get it.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch out.
Smooth.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received
Todd Gurley.
No, probabilmente sta a cambiare difesa, però mi ha snappato.
30,
Cioè.
the 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 88 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go one more.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch one. Go. So nice number one. I'm here all day. Show it.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Tighten up.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, team 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. He'll try and run it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. That's another mistake. The drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, this is Madison. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Going to run with Madison again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Set, ready. Kick to Pittsburgh. 58, right there. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total